Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world, wherever you are in the universe. This is Commander Swifty, the Ineffectual Gamer, and this is an Easter Day live stream, and we are going back to the bubble. So I'm going to try and find my sound levels. Hopefully everything's alright as it is. And we'll jump into the stream. Hello! First time you've seen me in a while. It feels weird looking back up at the camera, but I'm going to try and keep it going. I'm going to try and do it. So, let's have a look. Let me just set some things here. Do I need to see me? Because I can already see myself in the stream anyway, so... Okay, we'll close that down. Everything else is set pretty much where it should be, so I'm quite happy with that. Just want to check that some things aren't kind of in full screen in the background or anything. Okay, that can go down. Okay, I think everything's kind of done now. Okay, so we're at the fleet carrier. As you know, the other day we were on a planet trying to find some things. I just did about half an hour there to try and find those extra little bits, but I was having a real problem, and I was like, look, I can't do the whole stream sitting on one planet, unfortunately. So I have to leave a couple of things. And we're still quite far from the bubble, but we're really not that far at all. So I'm expecting to arrive there today, in today's stream. So, right, let's... have a look. We'll go into the Pilots Federation map. It's the first one I want. And I'm actually going to do science experiment. So we're going to take out G and F stars just for the run back home. So we're only going to run through K stars. And we're not actually going to leave any non-sequence stars until we're ready. And then what we're going to do is we're going to turn towards the bubble. And we will start kind of looking at how we make our way towards there. So I'm kind of going to come down a little bit as well, because I think we need to be at the bottom. And we'll have a look at this coal sector here. Here we've only got 5 jumps to that. Mind you, that one is on fastest routes. So let's just recalculate it with economical routes. And okay, it's 38. We'll give it a whirl. And then I think as we get into explored space, we'll just take... we'll get the fastest route possible. But I think we're still in an area that's kind of unmapped, so I think this is an opportunity to get back to the bubble today. So right, first things first then, we are aboard the Varuna and we are going to disembark. We're going to see how much we got on that last stream. Oh, this is really weird. I'm trying to read for chat. I'm trying to speak to the camera, and I'm just trying to look at what's going on in the game. But I can maybe reposition the camera. Actually, I was thinking about a camera reposition. I'm one of these people. I'm like, oh, I don't want to break the situation I'd already set up. So. I just want to check on... Oh, we'll have to wait till I get back in the ship. As I say, I wanted to check on the stream exactly where I was. So, right, so we're going into Vista Genomics.
Vista Genomics. Can I help you? I hope you have some organic data. Our scientists are keen for new data.
And we have 48 million. I'm guessing it's going to be 200 to 200... No, it's going to be around 200 million, I think. Let's see what we get. I'm trying to work it out. About 250 million, I think. So a quarter of a billion. Got plenty of discovery bonuses and whatnot. So 240, sorry. It's at the bottom of the page. I think that's what I said, wasn't it? Showing all the things we've found, so that's good. We've also got... I reckon we've even got some more data to sell. Would be my presumption. But we do need to do something before I go. And we will do that right now after I've sold the data. Oh, hang on a minute, we've got some people dropping in, so I'll come say hello in the chat in a second. wearing these headphones one off, but I don't like monitoring my voice either. It's annoying. Because there's always a delay on it with OBS. It's only a slight delay, but it's really off-putting. Right, let's see. Hey, how are you doing, Mike? How are you doing, Kathina? Welcome in. So I don't know whether you saw that. I got 240 million off the last thing. So we're 2.3 billion, which is okay. But as greedy as it sounds, it's not that okay. So first thing I want to do is go to the Universal Cartographies, see how much we can get from that as well. So let's not forget we've got 240 million from the samples. It looks like we're going to get about 3 million here. I don't know if there's an extra page, because it's going to go through my accolades. No, there's no more. So 2.3 million for that. And if we go to the redemption office, we should have codex discoveries. So we lose a little bit on this, but I don't really care. So it's about 500,000 on that as well. So all in all, we're doing all right. So next one we need to do is a transfer. And I'm not sure exactly how to do this, so... ship cargo. No. Ship cargo. Transfer. Tritium. Yeah. Okay, so I thought we might have to do that. So I am going to have to change ships. We'll see. And we'll go for our biggest one. So we've got the Type 10. I actually think the Red Dwarf might be set out better to do this, so we'll do it with a Red Dwarf. So we need to go ship, no, inventory, transfer, and then we're going to start transferring tritium over. And actually, you know, I don't know if there's a faster way to do this. Doesn't matter if there isn't. We're so close to the bubble now, I don't think it's going to cause our ship too much problems. But as you can see on the right hand side, it says Baron von Zoomski. You can see my capacity of tritium is only 8,142. And I still need to buy all of that extra stuff, which is going to cost a lot of money. So my estimation is like a few billion. So between now and when I do go out into the black, I have a feeling there'll be a couple of more trips as well. And I might actually do some ones where you actually get given tritium if it allows it. So I think if we go to the tritium depot, we donate it. Yeah, I think this is actually the only possible way to do it. It's a bloody nightmare, but it kind of works. So we've done that, and now we can switch back into the Diamondback, because I don't like being in this ship at the moment. And the Varuna. Okay, how are you all doing? How are you doing, Mike? What have you been up to? Kathina, what have you been up to? It's a bit early for you two on an afternoon. Right, I think we're on the go. Let me just check my route is in the system. Okay. No, it's got the other one, and I hate it when it does this, because I never know how to fix this. Do we have to go back in it and allow it to read it or something? It still does its job as I jump. It's just a pain in the backside when it does this. So I can't really show it, but my Elite Exploration Buddy is only showing the original route that I set. And so that's not what I want to see. I want to see the route I then recalculated, but it's not doing it at the moment. But as we jump, we'll see. Sometimes it fixes itself, sometimes it doesn't, but the current system does work, like the current... Oh, we are moving now, it's a bit strange. What side are you drinking? Do you drink, Oh, I thought you might be playing that, Kathina. You're getting smushed by a Minotaur. Oh, is that part of the game? Sounds like a good game. So, yeah, and is it like, do you drink fizzy cider or fermented cider? Right, let's have a look. Oh, hang on a minute. Did I plot a route? It wiped off my route. Why has it wiped off my route? Ah, because I changed ships. Okay. Ah, now this might actually help. So this is good. So I'm going to just zoom in. I'm going to spin around until I'm in face of the bubble. We're going to go down a little bit. I think we want to be somewhere down here. We'll move forward on the space map. Okay, and I can't remember which call sector I was actually even in when I looked at it. So this is only 516 light years away, so let's go back a little bit. Let's pull off about 16 light years. Look at that one. 396, that's a bit more than I wanted, but okay. That's 49 jumps. The other one was 30 something. I haven't managed to get more jumps. But I think once we're here, we'll probably be in space that's been looked at. So I'll just go back and see if it's captured the new route. Oh, it actually has. And yeah, we've got a few places in there. And as we get closer to our coal sector, there is a few more that are grabbed by other commanders. But we'll see how we get along. Let's have a look. Because we have a cider here in Spain, which is just fermented apple, and it's really, really nice, from the Basque region. I couldn't drink it forever, but it is nice. Yeah, I remember you said I did try State of Decay with the Plato Casino. I did try it for a couple of hours the other day. I do like it. I think I have to be in a certain mood to play it. Definitely, because it can be frustrating. But I did actually like it. There is a slight graphical upgrade. Well, not a slight graphical, much better graphical upgrade from the first one, actually. It's still a bit less than I would like, but it feels a bit like... Feels a bit like another version of that one where he's on the motorbike. I've forgotten its name now. Is my video too big? Hang on a minute. Let's have a look at my video. It feels a bit too big when I'm looking at it. So I'm just going to open up OBS for a second. Wee, wrong one. I'm letting you know how the magic works here. That's no good. Right. Okay, there we go. And this one can go... No! You dick. Right, there we go. Maybe make it a bit bigger. Okay, that's a bit better. Now I'm not taking up so much space. Is that alright? Yeah, it looks alright. Don't understand why I'm in widescreen, but there you go. And it's a little bit off kilter, isn't it? Let's get it right in that center spot there. Yep, that looks good. Okay, we'll try it like this for a while. I just didn't like the space above my head, although it does show off my nice Ghostbusters collection. You can't really see it, actually. Let's have a look. Let's see if we can zoom it in. Ah, we can. Okay. So here's my little Ghostbusters collection. Got some figures that I like. Ghostbusters thing on the wall. My Ecto 1A. Then I've got the firehouse behind it, but I just haven't got space to build it in here at the moment. Ecto 1 on the right is the car from Back to the Future, and then actually above the Ecto 1A is the RoboCop and his car. It's my kind of little small collection. Right, okay, let's make this smaller. I actually did that from the wrong side. So maybe that, maybe a little bit. Just cutting a little bit of the top off. That might be better. Right. Well, it's an alright game. Yeah. So I have been playing around in it a little bit. Right, are we far enough from the star here? 5 light seconds now. Let's go a little bit further. Did we see how many were in the system? I didn't read it. 2 bodies. Let's jump. Because we don't need anything. You're officially a nerd. Yeah. I'm not a nerd, but the things that I like, so. And I've got some food. I've got some brie here because I need food in the stream if I'm going to stream for a long time. They haven't updated the in-game clock. Changed the time last night, didn't we? I know, because I woke up later than I expected and I was quite surprised, and now I've realised. Yeah, I think at the beginning that was a bit strange as well, but now I'm kind of starting to think of jobs for each one of them. Yeah, which is kind of why I like it, actually. It's why it's kind of settled in with me. Wait, let's have a quick look. Ooh. So, just so you know, I'm going back to the bubble, but I'm only passing K stars, and this is kind of just a little experiment to see how many places we come across with life in them, what type of life we have in them as well. So we've got 2 biologicals here already, which isn't a good sign. Because it'll say there's a possible predictability of a really good one here if you go to it, but then it's actually full of crap. It almost says it every time, so I'm kind of getting used to that. I don't get so excited. If it's 2 in a system, there's one with 1, so these are all just like really cold. Some of them I will go to because collecting 2 really doesn't actually feel that long. But today I want to kind of get on my bike in that sense. So I do want to try and get back to the bubble in the next 3 or 4 hours. They do, actually. You're absolutely right. Really annoying music. More annoying than dancing, to be honest with you. It feels more like TikTok dancing. What are we on? We've got 2 more to find. Is that one? No. And they're both here. Right, okay, so we have scanned the system. I'm just going to check this one. This one body, yeah, it's going to have bacterium teller and it's going to have funticular. 100%. The other 2 have got teller on them. They're thin neon. This is thin argon, so it might have another type of bacteria, but if it does, that bacteria is actually crapper. So we'll go check on it though. A2A, let's just check that. What is my weekly upkeep? It's going to get higher, my weekly upkeep. So I do kind of want to know, why isn't it showing the message? That's weird. It's not letting me control the message for some reason. Can I do it with my... No. Total deducted was 16 million. So that's not too bad. We'll see how we get on. Yeah, I might do. I might do. You know, I was actually thinking of compartmentalizing my streams a little bit more. I think one of the reasons I just haven't had like tons and tons of time to stream. Which is one of the reasons why I made it so big today, because I originally wanted to make a long one, and then I was like a little bit of cured meat. I don't know, I just felt like I'll do a really long stream because I can't do two separate ones. But yeah, I should do it sometime. I'll have a think about it for the next time I stream, and then we'll try and arrange a time or something. Would be good fun. Yeah, because the thing is on Games Pass, so I was just like, oh, I'll give it a quick go. I'll give it a quick whirl, and went through the first few bits, and I was like, all right. Okay, so these are all first mapped, first discovered, so we're moving on. Like I said, I've got to be in that mode of we're either part of this or we're not part of this, and we're not a part of it. Looks like two other people have been here and done the work. I should have really done my homework by checking the systems properly, and this is why that process I'm trying to get of when I go out into the black needs to be a bit better. It was just nice to play it also because I'd kind of played a little bit of The Last of Us as well, the PC version. And The Last of Us is an amazing story. But it's just the story and the action of the story. But that world, that kind of... I would like a game where you live in that world and you have to survive and you have to build, you know. So State of Decay is like kind of closer to that. Got a nice blue cheese here as well. I'm going to try not to eat so much on camera actually. My plans to take a break every now and then. Yeah, I've noticed that. You can imagine me with looting. I think you're the same as me. We don't always play the same types of games, but I think you...
First discoverer of Star C.
You like the...
First discoverer of Star B.
Alright. There might be one planet here. In the fact that, like, I love the looting aspect of all the games. Oh, no, all stars. I thought there were only 2 stars, and then, but I've just seen on here that there's one. Oh, I didn't realise there was different maps. That actually interests me. The only thing that did confuse me, even after kind of reading the explanation, was the heart. I didn't quite get if you were looking for a physical thing, or you were like trying to dismantle, or you're supposed to dismantle the epicenter so that the heart doesn't... But I'm guessing it's a physical thing, which is very... kind of Stephen Kingish in that sense, isn't it? But I was watching The Last of Us the other day, and I was quite pleased with how they kind of introduced the whole cordyceps infection. It was quite interesting. And then it sent me down a rabbit hole where I basically realised that we don't need cordyceps to take over our brains, because there's a lot of scientists who believe that toxoplasmosis may have already done that, which is something you catch from cats. Mainly outdoor cats, but they don't know whether you can kind of pass it on in other ways as well now. So we'll have to see if somebody makes a game about that. Everything's going to be geological here, I think. Which is really annoying, because everything's only first discovered, it's not first mapped. Which normally means that if it does say it's mapped, it doesn't always mean there's a first footfall.
Biological signals found on icy body 4A.
So, for example, 4A there. I didn't actually see it fast enough. See, no mapping, so that's ours. So whatever's on there, we're getting it. It'll be ours. For that extra moolah, because at the end of the day, that money's really important. Really, really important. This ship's gonna have everything on it when it goes out into the black, so like everything, apart from maybe the shops. But I did actually think about stocking some specific ships just in case there was somebody stuck somewhere in a certain type of ship and they wanted to use the fleet carrier too. We've got one more. Oh, it's a gas giant. Okay. Right, okay, let's have a quick check of what we've got. 1 second. So it's an icy body with a thin methane. So we're looking at bacteria, Teller, which is a good one because it's worth 10 million. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, and it's saying that the Fonticula will be Fonticula digitos, or could be. So this is a planet definitely worth going to, because I'll get first football and stuff. So 4-8. So what's that? 3 jumps and we've found something of interest, so that's good. Has anybody taken a look at Power Play 2.0? By the way, the information that came out about Power Play 2.0, what do you all think about it? Mike, quick question as well, because I know you might be away AFK, but why have you like completely stopped with Elite and switched over to Starfield? I'm just interested. Because Starfield just couldn't hold my interest. I think I might go back to it at some point. But I'd be interested to know why you've kind of totally gone off it. I mean, probably. Do you like this one, Kathina? This sounds like an Evanescence song. Wake me up inside. Right. It's too early for that, and I haven't had any alcohol. Okay. Destroy them all and let them move. Okay. Yeah, I was looking at the Power Play 2.0 and I've watched a few different people's streams on it, and then I thought, oh, maybe there's not much to it. But then I was watching Ricardo Gaming stream and I was like, oh, you know what? There might be something to it. It might kind of be something I was talking about many years ago in a stream, actually. One of the very late night streams, when I was talking about how the station should be, how they shouldn't be just one thing, how they could change over time depending on... But I was talking about local influence back then, not not other influences. So I'm quite interested in it personally. Oh, we've only got 2 probes on this one, so bam, and then we'll go out there. That should get us the 2. And we can have a look what we're working with.
Surface scanned by 50%.
What, you like it because it's like Evanescence? I was just listening to the Evanescence, one of the famous ones. Right, let's see if it's that famous one, sorry. I think yesterday or something. Yeah, it's not giving me an exact thing. So it's bacterium and fonticular. So let's see where we have the big difference. So it's the fonticular that gives us the biggest difference. But there's a lot of bacteria, so I think we're going to be fine here. We'll just land in a fonticulated area, if that's the verbiage, and we'll work on it. There's a nice big patch here, so I don't think I need to worry too much about it. Although I have started like doing this a lot when I'm coming into land and stuff. Ooh, okay, because I want to kind of see where things are, and then I can pick spots. It's actually quite helpful. I mean, you can always see like a crater, for example, but I'm talking about like, oh, that looks a bit flatter down there, or it might actually, you might think the planet's flat, like there's a big gorge there on the right that might have some flat bits in it, and it is. Ooh, I've changed my flight path because I have a feeling that this gorge might have something in it. And even if it doesn't and we fail, there's blue on either side of it, so we'll find stuff there. So we're going to go right down to the tip of it here. This could be interesting. Hey, what G have we got? Okay, it's only 0.03. But you're right, Kid. I've always got that 90s music mixed into my... Oh, what is that? Is that a rock? Oh, it is. It's a rock. But we have got we've found the fonticular. So this is good because it does mean it's down here. We just have to hope that we see some. We just have to hope that we see some. Where's my bloody landing? Let's go here. We can always come out the back and scan it. That won't hurt us. There we go. And I can already see some fonticular quite close by. So now we're down. No, it won't tell me. But it's a 500-meter dash to the next one. So I'll come out. Which other games have you been playing on the Xbox, Kathina? I don't know if I've scanned this one before. So this must be the Fonticular Digitos. Let's have a look. Fonticular Digitos, yeah. Digitos. Now this stuff is everywhere, so we know we're good for this.
Leaving clonal colony range of Fonticular Digitos.
This is going to be really easy, and this is 10 million, so this is why I'm doing it. I did actually buy the quarry, and funnily enough, wow, that's a big bloody field. I love the big fields of stuff. It's further away than I expected, but I'm going to go to it because we need we need to make sure we just have a bit of distance, that's all. But there's much more funicular than I thought. So yeah, I bought it for, I think originally, I think I might originally bought it for the Xbox actually. I only completed a part of it though. I got annoyed at something. But yeah, it's pretty good, it's pretty good. Because it's made by the people who did the other one, aren't they? I've forgotten the name of the other one. Was it Until Dawn, which I had on the PlayStation 4? That was another one though that I kind of never. I got it because I like horror movies every now and again, so I got it for that reason. So I'm a pretty big fan, but they have to be scary. So, and I've always enjoyed playing games in some ways because it gives me more of a scare than let's say you would from a movie. So
Range of Fontainebleau digitals.
right, okay. Yeah, let's park here over here. So I'm not seeing any bacteria so far though, but that's okay because we can go out of this dip and there should be bacteria up top. Oh crapola, where did the funicular go? There it is. But I mean you can see this stuff growing everywhere here, so. I don't like this atmosphere because we're like moving slow, really slow. I'm guessing it's a very thick atmosphere. When I run it seems to be alright, but yeah, let's kind of baby. But I did like the first part of the quarry that I played. And it's got some famous people in it, so that's always fun. Mike must have not heard me. Right, so we're going to go up a little bit, just like 200 meters, and I'm going to start scanning for bacteria. I was going to say, I don't think 200 meters is too high for bacteria. I'm going to take the training wheels off here and see if we can rustle up something else and scoot along. I'll get closer to the walls just in case there's a bit of bleed over. Sometimes you'll find stuff does bleed over into no, those are marks on the ground. Right, I don't think there's any in this little splodge. I do like the look of that, like very brown place here, and we do have a crater over there, so I think we'll probably go check the crater. But I am going to go check out this ground over here because it's very different colour. Oh, we might have a winner chicken dinner. No? No, I don't think it is actually. There is funicular here though. No. No, I don't think we've got anything here. Alright, okay, so we need to just go up a little bit. We'll go up maybe about 5 kilometers and see what we can see then. Yeah, a couple of them were. Not all of them. Because that's one of the reasons I find some horror movies hard to watch, is because I just want everybody to die. I'm not a sociopath, I swear I'm not a sociopath. Right, okay, so let's have a look over at this one. I love those ice mountains there. See if we can't find something inside this crater. There is actually, the lip on the top looks okay as well, so we'll have a look inside, and then if not, we'll come out and skirt the lip. Bending down too much. Tried to stop that. Okay, we're there. Training wheels back on. And we'll go down in here and start having a bit of a mooch about. I hope this isn't one of those planets where we're going to have a really hard time finding it, because I don't want to be wasting too much time on this trip. So if we don't find it here, we'll come out and have a look on the lip. But we should see it here. I'm not in the same type of place I was. There's much more rock here. But this might be one of those planets where it's really... Oh, hang on. What is that? No, that's just a rock. Yeah, so I'll give it a couple more seconds. And I don't know if it's 100%, but I think you need to be on pretty flat areas to see. To get, sorry, bacteria. So we'll have a look. Whoa, what the hell was that? I think that was just a brick, Swifty. I think it was just a stone. Yeah, there's nothing in here. Bacterial stuff. There's nothing. It'd have popped in by now, 100%. So we'll just go up to the lip and have a look up there. You don't normally find it on rock, that's the thing, so for me, it's kind of why I'm not sticking around on the rock. Now the Fonticula you can, so I'm actually quite surprised at that. Some of the rocks on the ground are the same colour as... I don't know if that's something. No, it isn't. Oh well, there's none here either, is there? Right, okay. We're going to do a quick out and back down again for the bacterium. And if we can't find it, we're moving on. Oh, definitely. Most definitely the 90% of the time I'm actually screaming for the killer. Very supportive of the psychopath myself. Let's have a look. what we're looking for here. Now, we don't want to go into a straight bit. We have a massive this is really strange. Like, it's really strange the way it's showing stuff. Like, I don't know if I actually came out of that one, so I don't want to go back towards that one. Now I am. Don't have much control, I don't think. Right, now there's another big crater here, so I'm going to head for that. But what I am actually going to do is, before I go there, I'm going to have a look at this rock right in front of me. And then at my 1 o'clock, there's kind of another position that I want to have a look at. So yeah, I am very pro psychopath killer in the movie, yep. It just bothers me how they deal with the psychopaths as well sometimes. Like, you don't need to make a psychopath supernatural to make them scary. You really don't. Right, okay, so this is quite interesting because where it was showing a little bit different, the land is different. So I have a feeling I might actually have a spot here for the bacterium. There's a lot more flat, like sandy part here, so we're going to use that as a place to search. I have seen one pop in straight away, so this is the good spot. Woohoo! So we did get it right. It's really a shame that the mode doesn't allow you to kind of see where the ground had been painted by your detectors, let's say. It's quite annoying that the game doesn't do that, because it should really allow it. Right, where did that bloody thing go to? I've lost it. Do you know, this isn't the first time I do this. I've lost it. It's over here somewhere, I know it is. I saw it. But sometimes I don't know if it's because I land too close to it or something. There it is. It's off the bloody wing. What a toil. That's an interesting one. I'm just going to try and see if I've got this one before. Yeah, I think I have. Let's have a look. Bacterium bulgaris. Bulgaris, yeah. So I do think I've had this one before. And I'm guessing it's 500 meters. Sorry, I didn't check my thing. Yeah, it's 500 meter run. So we want to go up a bit so we can see again. There's some more, but I don't know whether this is 500 meters. Yeah, it is. Okay, that's cool. A nice big spot here. So when I said I was switching between those two modes, is to see whether there's land that you kind of weren't on before. So like spotting very, very flat land or something like that, you know, or very, very rocky ground. Yeah, the biggest money if you're going out like seriously exploring, it does make money if you're going over other people's stuff. You can make money, but like, what's the way to say it? And I hate saying like, and I keep saying it in streams. It's doing my head in. I don't say like in usual discussion. I'm gonna need what is technically known as a shitload of money before I go out into the black. So this 3 billion is going to get me by for a while, but it isn't going to get me by for 2 billion. Sorry, it's not going to get me by for very long. The work the things I want to get done before I go to.
Colony range of Bacterium volaris.
Good. That means anywhere we look and we find some, then we should be in line to get some. Why can't I see any? Ah, there we go. We've got one. And then we'll be out of here, which is good. Now that one took a little bit longer than I would like. So yeah, there is a lot of money, but I think if you want to stay and do combat and stuff in the bubble, I think there's just as much money to be made. But it's definitely the highest thing if you put it over everything else. Okay, so we got them. Okay, that's the next one. Now again, if I was out in the black, there's a couple of other things in this system that would be getting tagged, but for me right now, I'm not tagging those types of things. So like if it's a one bacteria thing, I'm not bothering. When I'm out in the black, I will, because then I won't be so concerned with covering distance. Okay, I think I can have a cup of coffee now. In my Haynes Diamondback Explorer cup. Okay, we'll just get away from that. So that was a big star, that. I'll be stopping off to look at more stars, planets, other interesting things when I actually go out on the expedition. It won't just be me literally doing this. This is about making money. And nothing more and nothing less. This is just about making a bit of money. ASMR. Right. Yeah, crap, more watery than I expected, but never mind. Right, so, stop moving, because we need to be straight on to do this. Okay, so this looks like nobody's been in this system, so this could be interesting if there's anything here.
First discoverer of Planet 2.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be empty, unfortunately, but you can get your hopes up. It's nice. It's like looting. It is like looting, actually. It's exactly the same. That's why I'm surprised you don't like it, Kathina, going to each planet and going, what have you got? But I understand. So what time are we on? 52, right, okay. So today I'm going to be streaming quite a long time, so that's why I've got food. This could be an interesting system, actually. 9 bodies is... It's not perfect, but and there'll all be distant ones. That's the problem for me. Right. Oh, I got excited there. Right, okay, so there's nothing more on that one. Oh, we've got one here though. And I think that this is where pretty much all of the other bodies are going to be, aren't they? I don't think there's anything in this system, to be honest with you. Whoop, did we go the wrong way? I don't know if I missed this one at the other gas giants, to be honest. Oh no, it's a separate one, just all on his Todd, and doesn't have anything. So on we go. Trying to mess with some things on my computer. I'll be 2 seconds. Oh, we got 14, so that's actually not bad. 14 is a pretty good number. Okay, I think that's enough. Don't think we have to go. Oh, let's see. No gas giants. One biological there. We'll see what else
biological
pops
signals
up.
found on IC body B3. Possible occurrence of valuable species Electricae radialum predicted on IC body B3.
I don't think I've ever had that, by the way. That one it keeps telling me. That's why I've learned to not get too excited, because it doesn't seem to have anything. Oh, I think that's the asteroid cluster done. Okay.
One biological signals found on IC body
One
B4.
biological.
Possible occurrence of valuable species Electricae radialum predicted on IC body B4.
I don't know why I'm choosing to go left when I'm doing the planet scan today. No, nothing there, is there? Let's go back here. There we go. Okay, so we've got a couple of planets here. Let's have a look what we've got. Thing Argon. This could be one number of things in this system. I don't know if you're having cutouts in the music or it's just my end. I really don't know how it affects it sometimes. I'm always worried that it's affecting the stream, but I think it's actually my sound thing that's not working properly. Right. No, but it is like, I don't agree with you totally, but it is like having the police add-on for GTA. And the police add-on in GTA is great. Okay, we'll try these because it's B4. It's not too far away. So there's an add-on called LSPDFR for Grand Theft Auto, which is actually really good fun. I think they're actually going to put those things in GTA 6. I think that's why they that's why they actually hired 5M. I think GTA 6 might be a much deeper game than people think. Not necessarily long in story, but I don't know, I just get a feeling. The huge differences between Red Dead Redemption 1 and Red Dead Redemption 2, and then the things they added into GTA 5, you just think GTA 6 is going to be good. So sorry, these hearts in State of Decay, are they just like literally in a horde area or something? You have to clear it out and then kill the heart? Or should I wait and find out for myself? It's quite a long travel, this one. I might actually be changing the quality of the stream soon. I might be upping it a little bit. Not too sure exactly what to at the moment. Just for those of you who like to watch it in high thing, because I think I originally did it in 720, and then when I came back I changed it to 1080, and I've seen no dip in performance by OBS or anything else. The only problem I have is there's a slight problem in one of my settings which Restream always tells me to check, and I've never gotten round to it. Okay, we're arriving. Like I said, I've got a lot of jumps to do today, and I do kind of want to be finished in a couple of hours, at least getting back to the bubble. So, who's in game today? Oh, nobody's online. Huh. I'm guessing everybody's too busy eating eggs. But I'm a completionist, Kathina. I know. I was actually sneaking around some before. I can't remember why, but they were around this place and they were kind of like in the forest, and I was just like, well, I don't need to bother with them. So I just avoided them. But I think one of them tried to jump me from behind. Six probes, which is okay. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that was a bit short. 5, and that was a bit long, but it's alright. I think sometimes it doesn't really matter. So none of these have been first mapped either, so I'll get the first map on them as well. And then these ones are actually not too bad. If they drop a half decent bacterium, they're not bad. Okay, found a big cake of land here, so we'll go with that. And because it's bacterium, we're going to drop into one of these turquoise areas. Just trying to look at a couple of them here, actually. Yeah, I think that's quite a good spot there. What else have we got?
Orbital flight engaged.
We might actually plunk down somewhere over here. Yeah, I think this area here might have some decent stuff in it. We've got different types of rock here, and I have found that when you see some bits overlapping, those are the areas to go mooching. But it's very icy by the looks of it, this planet. Everything that's not like mountainous has that gleam to it. So we'll try on this kind of very shiny side, and then if not, we'll go over to where it's a bit more black. We'll see what we find there. I have a sneaking suspicion that it's going to be very difficult to find on here. Yeah, it does seem like sometimes the zombies themselves don't hear very well, which is good. This is a 0.23 G planet, so there's actually a little bit of G here. But this is going to be incredibly difficult to find bacteria here. But no, these are rocks. I'm not seeing anything here. Oh, this is one of the really annoying ones because I get like a patch pop in and then the game pops it out again, so this is really hard to gauge what you're looking down at. So we're going to go into the crater. Oh, really? Oh, damn it. I got really excited there. I thought I saw my first one. It turned out it was a rock. I don't have to stay here if I can't find it. Like, I've got to trade time off versus... time versus reward, you know. Again, when I'm out in the black, it's different kettle of fish. But right now, this is time versus... reward, and we're either in the totally wrong area, which I think is correct, because for a crater not to have what you're looking for is like really not normal. Not normal at all. And I don't like the fact that some things are popping out. So what I'm having a really hard problem with here is that certain colours and certain rocks are actually popping out when you get close to them, which just makes searching for like a biological thing, it becomes an impossibility. Alright, so I think we're on the wrong type of ground here, so we'll go up and we'll come back down, we'll hit a different type. Swathe of it. Oh, do I have to blub and do it again? Come on, where's my phone? Right, okay, I didn't mean to go that far up actually, I was just wanting to go above the drop zone. But what's good for the goose is good for the gander, so switch cockpit. So we're gonna go like straight down onto this funny black funny stuff. Is that okay. So this could be interesting. We've got like a big pool of turquoise in that crater, so we'll come down here into this massive sea of the mixed blue, and if we don't see anything, then it's a case of getting down on that in that crater and having a look there. Right, let's have a look. I can't see that name. Is it The Thought? Jojo. Hey, let's have a look. I need to get closer. The One Hot Jojo. Okay. Over there on Twitch. Nice to see you. Welcome into the stream. Have you been into the stream before? Right. Okay. Let's have a look. So landing gear, because I forgot about the G on this planet. It's not super high, but it's high enough that if you let's go up a bit so we can spot it better. Do you know, I'm absolutely of the opinion that on some planets the bacteria forms underneath the surface, and that's why you don't see it. Because there's a couple of planets I've been to where you could fly around all day in every area and you don't see anything. And then you'll go into another area like with the Fonticular and it'll just be non-stop everywhere. Need to come down so low, so I keep coming down low because I'm thinking I might be missing something, but yeah, I think we've lost on this one. I'll see where the crater is. It's here, isn't it? We'll go have a look at the crater. No, I nearly did, but then I was like, keep an eye, because I have crashed and destroyed my ship on high G planets before, so it's one of the things that I've been keeping an eye out for as much as I can, really, when I'm playing now. That looks a different type of ground, so I'm a bit more confident we might find something as we approach this crater. Right, yep. It does seem like there's like a lot of kind of, I call these, like, they look like almost like plates here, and you get plates of land. So I'm really hoping that something's kind of gonna pop up in here. So I think if we go at about 200 meters, or 100 meters, sorry, at least, we might see something pop in. let's go over to these ones here. They have just a slightly little bit of a different look to them, but to be fair, most places, yeah, I think, you know, this is one of these planets. I am absolutely sure that the biologicals, because sometimes you do see some biologicals, like just the part of it sticking out on some planets, and you can scan it, but you can't scan any of the other part of it, but you know it's a bigger chunk. And I just think there's a few planets where when the stuff pops in, for some reason it's underground, because as I said, you can go across all the different types of terrain, different colours, different kind of makeups of it, and you'll find that it doesn't pop in. And then you have another problem which I was talking about before, which is these colours. So here you can see just where my nose is, it actually disappeared. It was grey, but then as I get close it disappears. So that can really affect your ability to spot fungi, and to be honest with you, it should be everywhere here. Now if I look here, this is a really good example without going towards it. There's 3 things down here together, and if I approach them, they'll just disappear. See? They just very slowly disappear. And when you arrive, there's nothing. That might be where the fungus is, in my opinion. There's another one of them there. There's some here. Like, I just have a feeling that underground, that's where the fungus is, because you get close to this, and bang, it disappears. Like, you just can't win, and there's no fungus popping in. So we'll move on. It's a bit of a shame because I was looking forward to that one, but never mind. Find the next sector. Not having bacterial stuff on a flat spot like that is strange. You got a rover? Yes, I have. Yeah, I've got a rover. And I should actually be jumping my. I should be jumping my fleet carrier to the next spot. How long have you been playing for yourself? I don't even know actually why I'm counting the jumps, because I think as we get in close to the bubble, we're obviously going to come across. It was saying bacterium teller, but it definitely wasn't bacterium teller on this planet. It had been everywhere. Bacterium teller does grow a lot, so. Whereas a lot of these places are not properly mapped or anything. There's a few systems on the way back that still aren't properly mapped. Okay, let's jump to the next one. What drove you away, if you don't mind me asking? Because I do see a lot of people coming in who... Alright. Yeah, I've got the space legs because that's why I'm looking for biological stuff. But this is just a small expedition. I'm going back to the bubble now. I've made a few billion, so I don't need to worry about money for a week. You're laughing, but I'll spend it. And there'll need to be another expedition, mini one, before the big one, which I'm still thinking will probably be around September time. What are you doing, Swifty? Why on earth would you do that? Right, let's have a quick one of this system. So I'm only going to go after things with like 2 bacterials in future, 2 biologicals on this trip, just so that we're not wasting a lot of time like there. Because that's I don't know, that's about 20-30 minutes wasted, and because this isn't a proper expedition, I don't think we need to be worrying about whether we skip something or not at the moment. This will tell me if K systems only have loads of crap in them. It's just like everything else. So it may just be that K systems do have a load of crap in them. But I've travelled through 9 so far, and like the highest I got was what, 1 with 2?
1 biological signals found on IC body A8A.
Oh. So yeah, I'm not stopping for this one. I just want to have a look what it is. Thin methane. Yeah, I've been on one like this before, so... do you know what? A8. We're going to have a quick look at this, and there's a reason for it. A8A. I think that's what it meant. I think that's what I meant to say. Is it a lot? Is it far? No, it's only a couple of hundred. Yeah, we'll go do this one. The reason being is this could be 10 million, which really isn't a kick up the backside. Yeah, I think you might, if you have a look at Power Play 2.0 and how that works, I think there might be a bit of interest to come back to the game. It does look like PowerPoint 2.0. I was watching Ricardo Gaming's video on it earlier, and he seemed to have like an idea of that it's gonna be like mission based almost. It'll just be on a weekly basis rather than you picking up from the mission tabs in station. Although I'm guessing some of the missions and stuff might appear on there. Oh, that's not the centre one, so we need to flip it. Well, that didn't take long, did it? Did you get the Odyssey add-on yourself before you stopped playing? Or you just stopped playing because you maybe felt like you were being left behind if you didn't have the space legs? The combat stuff in Space Legs is not really my kettle of fish at all, but it's there, and I do have to do it sometimes, and I will have to do it to unlock one of the engineers as well. Ooh, this one looks nice. The only problem is it is white, so some things are going to be incredibly difficult to spot. But we only need 2 probes, so that's alright. Means we should be able to map it quite easy. Did you go to the centre while you had Space Legs or not? Because I think it definitely, if you're an explorer, it'll bring a little bit. Having Odyssey does actually make the exploration a little bit more interesting. Right, okay, so we'll go out this and we'll go down. So I think if we come over here a little bit, because there's a lot of kind of nothing. But then there is a massive chunk with very few breaks in it. So I think we're going to go have a look at this spot. Or even there. I think we might actually be right here. Or are we? Come on, Swifty. Yeah. Okay, this is a good spot, I think. Oh. That was a bit broken. Right. Now it's led me a little bit away from where I wanted to be. So, well, actually, kind of curvature is allowing me to get back to where I'm at, a bit more where I wanted to be. Any bacterial this is going to be. Alright, faff on to find. Okay, well, go down here and we'll have a look here, I think. Oops. Actually, I'm going to switch it over to here. The reason being is there's just a bigger crater over here, and there's some light blue and dark blue rock on the other side, so it is something I can actually look into. So we'll start just before the lip of the... and we'll move towards it. And I have often wondered, would it be better landing in the dark on our nice planet with the overabundance of light on them?
Landing gear deployed.
Right, okay. I can't actually see anything here. This is so bright. Okay, but I have found something straight ahead. It's not flashing yet, but it will. And it is there. So this is definitely... yeah, and I've just seen another patch. So this is what I mean when I say you know when it's not... when a planet's not right, because you know it's there, but it's not appearing anywhere. Oh wow, nice. So I got first footfall, so that's why I've kind of come down for this one, because this will be 10 million or something. This is bacterium bolarium or something. I might have... yeah, Bolaris, not bolarium. Okay. But this is what I mean, like, the biologicals are not difficult to find once you get planet side. They're really not. You just have to realise that if they're not on this type of land, they're going to be on another type of land, what colour and everything. I have lost the... okay, it's there, right. So we'll just come down a bit and then we'll continue to cruise here a little. I have got
Leading
my...
clonal colony range of Bacterium Polaris.
there's another one. We might not even need to get to the crater, to be honest, because this bacterium is popping in quite a lot, so I don't think we're going to have issues. Luckily, the surface is so white. Yeah, it does, like... it's okay once you're on foot, actually, but it's quite hard to see anything when you're not on foot. But yeah, it does look like a salt flat. Or an ice flat. Okay, so second one. This one's only going to net me about 5 million, I think. I think this one's worth like 1.2 or something like that. Let's have a look. There's another one right in front of me there, but you need 500 meters. Oh, there's another one. I think if we just play around on the lip, we'll be alright.
Leaving clonal colony range of
Right.
Bacterium Polaris.
And we need to hope that that bacterium was right next to us. I don't know how close it was, all I know it was close. Oh, it was right behind us. The only thing I've still not got used to yet is the distance when I'm sat in my ship. The distances look different, but there we go, we've got it. How are you finding Star Citizen then? I'm not... I can't play it in its current state, no matter how much it kind of wants to entice me. I don't agree with how they're making that game at all. And I just feel like it's owned by somebody who really doesn't ever really truly want to get it finished. I was trying to think about how Chris Roberts probably thinks, and I'm not sure whether he's one of these people who there's some people who want to innovate, there's some people who want to be creative, there's some people who want to make a lot of money, and then there's other people who just want to keep a job. They want a job that pays well and they want to keep it. So all of their what's the word? Oh my god, the word eludes me. Come on, Swifty, there's a name for this. Anyway, all their ideas take much longer than they ever should, and it's because they're basically just trying to keep the money rolling. And I think you find it quite a lot in people who work in government. They're kind of exactly the same way. Like, they don't want to fix anything, they don't want anything to be perfect, because as long as it's slightly broken, they've got a job. And I think he is one of those people. I think I explained it a little bit more there. How I think it happens. A lot of people don't understand that. Even people who are talented, some of them success can scare them. Like, which is understandable. Success is a different kettle of fish. But I have seen one video of it by somebody who, I don't know why, I just quite liked the way he did it. And I was watching this guy and he was helping somebody else, and really interesting stream. The fact that he was helping somebody else as well. And one of the things I really liked about it is the travel in the city. The combat looks pretty good. It looks better than what they've introduced in Elite. It just seemed like the bad guys react a little bit better. Some god-awful similarities between the games, but I know that him and Braben used to work together, so I think that a lot of their stuff is kind of, nobody can claim the actual intellectual properties to it, because maybe they came up with some things themselves. Get a bit of cheese here. Have you seen not much snow this year, Katrina? I know you like the snow, but we've hardly had any. We had some on the mountains the other day, and I think basically the whole of Barcelona went skiing, because I went down to Barcelona that day and there was nobody in the streets, which is strange for Barcelona. Even the main areas were kind of empty, so I'm guessing most people went skiing. I think it's like one of the only weekends they've been able to do it. Are you in Pennsylvania? Which part of Pennsylvania are you in? I'm assuming that's what PA means. Did I honk? Yeah, you did. Move on. All right, okay, above Pittsburgh. Are you a Steelers fan or anything? Or? Or Pirates. Or Crepes. Who's the hockey team in Pittsburgh? There is a hockey team in Pittsburgh, Swifty. There is. I don't know if that just said one thing again. I think it did. Okay, so some K-Star systems might be completely useless.
Frameshift drive charging.
Evergreen trees, though. No, I love evergreen. Anything evergreen, I love it. Penguins, yes, penguins. Sorry. I ask because I'm quite a big fan of American sports. Kind of all the New York teams, bar basketball, in which I'm a Utah Jazz fan. No, a lot of people aren't into sports. I aren't into it that much anymore, actually. But funnily enough, I do have an episode of Aerial America about Pennsylvania, which I still haven't watched. Kind of for the reason you were saying. I was like, is there that much interesting stuff there? But apart from fields, but if anybody who's watching who doesn't know, Aerial America was a production made by the Smithsonian Institute, and it's an aerial documentation of the US and tells you all about the history of certain places, certain buildings. Really interesting documentary for people who like that type of stuff. If you don't, it's probably mind-numbingly boring. Geologicals, no. That is something I have found, is that systems with massive amounts of planets seem to have a lot of geologicals in them. And I'm not sure if that's scientifically accurate or not. I reckon the science knowledge that's been learnt in the last few years just by photographs alone, I think the RNG in this game is probably quite outdated. Oh, we'll go that way then. Okay, so it's another gas giant. I think that's what we're going to be hitting, a lot of gas giants. Geologicals, I think.
Two biological signals.
Oh, two
found on
biologicals.
IC
5C. We might have to have a
possible
look at that
occurrence
one.
of valuable species electric
It
radialum
won't
predicted
be
on
mapped.
IC body 5C. Two biological signals
more.
found on IC body 5B.
5B. This
Possible
could be
occurrence of
interesting.
valuable species electric radialum predicted on IC body 5B.
And I don't think that it's that far away. This is a big system, so it's going to take a couple of minutes to scan everything. Just for anybody who is new to the stream, that little voice you can hear is Elite Dangerous Exploration Buddy, which just helps me on my exploration trips, identifying a couple of bits and bobs. It's very helpful in certain ways, but in other ways it's not, because it gets your hopes up too much, in my opinion. It's probably been designed that way to make it more interesting to use, to be honest with you. It wouldn't surprise me, but so I think most of them are actually going to be in this part, I think. Alright, okay. Can we skip out one more? Okay. So, 3 more. There's 2 here, I think. 1. Oh, no, there isn't. Yes, there is. Oh, it's another gas giant. I didn't actually realise. So there's going to be that, and then I'm guessing there is one. Oh, no, it's on its own somewhere on this line. There we go. Okay, so give me 1 second while I'll have a look at Elite Dangerous Exploration, buddy, and we'll see what we're working with. Yeah, they're all the same. So my thoughts are one bacteria and one... okay, so we'll go with that one. We'll go to 5B. 5B, there we go. And we'll have a look. See what we get. See what we get. If we get a good one, we might have a look at the other system. Right. Yeah, I think actually I'm going to work on a dolphin and maybe a beluga as well as, and then there'll be my DBX. And I think those will be my main exploration things. Might be one of the ship actually that I'm converting as well, but we'll see. And they'll have different jobs, basically, like different. But I've always been a fan of my DBX while I'm exploring, but I've realised that, you know, when you're doing deep space exploration, especially when you're taking your fleet carrier, that jump range really isn't a huge thing unless you're wanting to do something fast. And so I think I'll have a few exploration ships that will either give me comfort or class just while I'm doing the job a little bit. I think the dolphin and beluga actually have really small like landing things, don't they? The beluga might be medium and the dolphin might be small. But in that, if you have a dolphin, you can put the SRV and fighters in them, can't you? Hey, let's go. How are you? I'll just check out your message in a second. Just let me get a level with this planet and scan it. And then before we go down, I'll have a look at your message. Okay, so we're 1 hour 41. Yeah, we're going to have to get a move on to the bubble, unfortunately, soon. Right, okay, so still out of range. We're not anymore, so we'll scan it now. I thought it might be 2 probes, actually. Just want to arrive to it. So, yeah, I can imagine. Like, I don't think I've jumped in one of those stars in a beluga.
Surface scan complete.
I think. Didn't you used to work around there, Elisgar? So I'll have to have a look at those ones, yeah. I will be taking like a full load of ships with me. There's a few I'll be leaving in the bubble. Okay, so these are all in the same place, which is good. So I think this is similar to the last planet we'll land on. We just need to find like a very big clump of them. It looks like the dark side's over that way, so I might actually come down here. And once Swift to get your eyes work, there we go. Okay, yeah, we'll go down here. Actually, I want to go over to the right. I want to head over here. Particularly, I want to land somewhere around here for some reason, and I don't know why. I should really check it, but my... Okay, so we've got some very different kind of land here, which is probably why. Okay. Right, let's... Yeah, okay, so we've got a couple of thingies here. I'm looking at kind of this orange ground, but then there's kind of some white and orange up here. So I'm thinking this might be a better spot to go down to. Yeah, there's like a weird bit of a lip here before the main part of the crater, so we'll go try this one. Okay, it's 0.6 this one. Oh, I think something's popped in already. It seems like from a very big distance for it to pop in, whatever it was. No, it hasn't. Okay. Oh, but we have got something already. And that is something teller. I've forgotten the name of it now. Whoa! I actually don't know the distance on this one. I think it's 500 meters. I think. So where are you at the moment, Alaska? Wasn't this plug out? There it is. So yeah, I don't think these are worth a lot, to be honest. I think they're worth like $1 million each or something. I don't think they're very good. Yeah, this one, I think I'm pretty sure this one's worth like $1 million. It's not a very good one, so we might be putting in just a little bit too much work for the money, but it's alright. This always seems to happen, like you'll have one and then you just suddenly come across fields of them, but I'm not, the worst part is I'm not seeing bacteria here, but it's probably in the it's probably in that big crater, so I'm not worried too much. Nice big sample here as well. I know it doesn't matter, but I kind of try and be a bit scientific about it. So I like to scan different parts. Are you running it through Steam or are you running it through Direct? So you might need to update automatically through Steam if you have Steam. If it's Direct, it might literally be wait. You might just have to wait for it to update. Epic, ooh.
Leaving clonal colony range of Monticular Camp.
I don't know with Epic. I've got free games on Epic, but I've never actually bought something because their launcher is a nightmare sometimes. Having said that, it has started to work a bit better recently, but I'm not a huge fan of it. Often seems to be problems. I didn't even know the game was on Epic, actually. I wonder if there's a deal on the full pack. This one I think we'll take a scan of one of the smaller cups on the side. And we are done. Now I haven't seen any of the bacterium here, so this bacterium is probably not on the orange flat part. So we need to go up and look for that. I'll look for that nice big crater right in front of us. And there's kind of some white ground over here, so I'm going to track this. Look at this. There's a bacterium, wasn't it? Bacterium. Vesicula. Television. Oh, this is going to be hard. There's loads of fonticular, which always makes it harder to see everything else. I don't think we're going to have any of it appearing on this white. Sorry, on this orange. I think we have to definitely travel more towards these white colours. There we go. The first one popped in immediately. Right. That's good to know. I drive past them? Are you sure? Well, I've got my sample now, it's alright. I can always go back to those ones. How you doing, by the way, Marshall? Did I say hello when you came in? I answered one of your... Or I said something about your message, but just maybe didn't say hello. Stay away from that.
Leaving clonal colony range of bacterium vesicula.
Over here a little bit. There we go. There's another one. Marshall probably says I've missed another 5. There is one here, so that's good. We'll get on that one. Just as long as we're not. Sometimes on the side of the craters, it's really not easy to. Okay, so where is it? Hello. That's my second, isn't it? So this, I mean, this system's given me like, this planet, so it's given me like 10 million, which is doesn't pay for my bus fare at the moment, to be honest, without complaining. Because I'm not complaining, I'm just saying that it's not really not worth doing less than 2 on this trip. Right, okay, slow right down, let's go up a little bit, because we're a little bit low. There we go. But we might not have travelled 500 meters now.
Range of
Oh, yeah, we
bacterium
have.
vesicula.
Ooh. So we're done. I'd close it and just do it again. Seems strange that it's doing that, but I've had. It's also the weekend, so I don't know about you, but with my experience on Steam on a weekend, is downloading is a nightmare. Absolute nightmare on a weekend. Right, that's it. We're gone. Dunny dun dun. And we're going to get an automatic jump to the next system, thankfully. Hang on, why is it saying Star Class M when I selected only Ks? That's a bit suspicious. I'm sure I only selected Ks. I may not have. That might be why there was so many jumps. I got 1 hour left of this, or yeah, 1 hour left, and then I'm gonna change it, and I'm gonna start jumping straight back towards the bubble.
System scan complete. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Okay, jump again here. Cat's snoring.
Frameshift drive charging.
I think so, because I rerouted it. That's why I'm a bit confused. There'll be something I missed. Because I don't want to be one of those people who blames the computer for whatever, you know, when it's always something that you've done. Why does this bloody thing work? Bloody never works, this thing. Oh, I didn't turn it on yet.
Fuel scooping complete.
Don't want to be one of those.
Frameshift drive charging.
Actually, I don't know, Jojo. Did you wipe it off your computer? Unless, no, sometimes updates do try to update in the C and then it copies it over. I have got something that does that on my computer, so I don't know if
DSM reports high metal content World A1 has a value of 500,000 credits.
this is a discovered system.
DSM reports high metal content World A2 has a value of 490,000 credits.
We'll have a look though, because you never know. You never know whether it's just discovered. Ah, look. Right, okay. Ooh. Could be interesting. You never know. There we go, there's the first one. Oh, these are high content ones. I thought this might be asteroids actually, the way it was
Possible occurrence of
set
valuable
out. And there is a
species stratum
biological
tectonic
here.
is predicted on high metal content World A2.
My cat's snoring. Right, okay. I'll have to have a look at that one. I'm not gonna go after one biologicals. I'll have to give my cat a shake. She's snoring. Hey, sweet pea. You alright? Nothing there. Right, so it's only that one in the system. I think we at least have to, yeah, we have to have a look at it. Because number one, it's close. I think it's the first planet in line to us, yeah. So I think we're just gonna have to bite the bullet and have a look at it. Now if we land and there's bugger all on it, so be it. Sorry, if we land and it's not first football, yeah, first people to play football. If it's not first footfall, then we shall depart straight away. Yeah, I don't understand why it's trying to do it on the wrong one. Wait. but there's a couple of installers I have that will install to, well, certain parts of it will be installed to the C drive first and then it copies it over. But I don't know if that's how Epic and Steam work. Right, okay, we have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 4, 5, 6. First discovered and first mapped. It sounds like this guy was probably... might not have gone down to do first footfall. This might have been long before we got feet. I don't mean as the human race, I'm not an idiot. I meant in game. Right, so look, there's some really nice spaces right up there. Let's turn a little bit to try and get ourselves in a... that looks very good there. I'm actually going to pull back on the thing just a second. Let's try here. Am I leaning in too much here so you're seeing the top of my head? I really didn't take a lot of time stepping the camera up today. Right, I don't think it's going to be in any of that rocky stuff because this is bacterium or... I forgot the other one. No, only bacterium on this planet. So it's not going to be over there on that rock. It's going to be somewhere here. Actually, I think that small crater to my 1 o'clock position would have probably been better to land in. Turn a little bit towards it because I have a feeling that that one was the better of the two, but I probably won't need it because these areas are quite flat. Now it's 0.43G here, so I have to be a bit more careful than usual. I am coming down at a bit more of a slighter angle than I usually would have, so I think we're going to be able to find that bacterium. It might even pop in when we first go down unless we've got the wrong area. 4, 3, 2, there we go, we've got it. Yep. There's actually lots of it. And there probably will be the tremendous amount of it, I'm thinking. We'll go for this big splodge of it here. Because it's a nice big splodge of it to start off with. Has everybody had the restrikes today, by the way? Right, so this is Bacterium Cerberus, which I think I have found before. Did it say footfall when I first landed, Marshall? I'm an absolute idiot and didn't even look. I was so happy to just find the stuff. I don't think it did. But it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world if it didn't. Oh, we're only at 436 there. Right, let's have a look. There's another patch that'll do us.
Leaving clonal colony range of bacterium Cerberus.
You'll notice I'm yeah, kind of. You're absolutely right. I think that might be the best bait, but it's no. It's This is the primordial suit. This, isn't it? This is the beginnings of the life on these planets. Probably boring life with this, but with the looks of this place, you see they're actually black at lower ground level, which is quite interesting.
Leaving clonal colony range
There
of
we go.
bacterium
Okay, there's the
Cerberus.
third one. So this one didn't even take that long to get. So even if it wasn't first footfall, so be it. Well, I'm not a big fan of chocolate myself, but it is Easter, isn't it? I don't think the bacon sarnie worked. Did Jesus have a bacon sarnie when he first came out the cave? He might have. Don't worry. Honestly, it's fine. I've got it now, and regardless, it's one of those things where I'm like, oh crap. But I'm like, Swifty, you have to take notice of this, and then I don't. So.
Leaving clonal colony range of bacterium Cerberus.
Of course I'm leaving it and flying away. You stupid woman. That's not being sexist, that's... She's a woman. Where is the surface? Oh, I was like, where is the surface thing? Because I didn't hear the clink, but then I just looked and the last log's disappeared. I think you haven't read the
Entering
Bible
clonal
correct,
colony range of bacterium Cerberus.
Athena. As he left the cave, there was a giant bunny, and it gave chocolate eggs. Do you not pay attention in
Leaving
what was
clonal
it,
colony
assembly?
range of bacterium Cerberus.
Oh, coffee's gone a bit cold now. Do a little slow turn at the beginning just to get away from the planet, and then we'll do a full jump.
Drive charging.
What did you have? That was 50 gig. I'm trying to think, do I download anything that's 50 gig now? Video. Some of the video sizes are getting to fantastic stuff. Like you can get high quality 4K stuff at 2 gig now. You have 16 bodies actually could be interesting. Well, you should go back and read it, Kathina. It's my favourite part. That and the singing bush. He'll be coming round the mountain when he comes. He'll be coming round the mountain when he comes. That's not my joke, by the way. That's from one of my favourite movies, the Three Amigos. Well, I say one of my favourite 80s movies. I thought we were going to do better than this. I was like, oh, 16. Ooh, one biological book.
High metal content body A3. Possible occurrence of valuable species stratum tectonicus predicted on high
Let me
metal
just
content
quick look.
body A3.
Oh, it's saying stratum
One biological
tectonicus.
signals found on
Listen,
high metal
this has to be
content body
checked.
A7.
Oh wow, there's
Possible
some
occurrence of valuable
nice,
species
decent.
stratum tectonicus predicted on high metal content body A7.
We have to check for stratum because stratum is 100 million credits, especially in a system where nobody's claimed anything yet. So I have to look at this system. So, where's our first one? Probably isn't going to throw up anything. I have a feeling that minimum stuff's going to be worth 10 million on this first planet. And whatever's on the first planet could be on the second planet as well. I think so. A3 and A7. Oops. And it's literally in my garden here, so to not land here would be a bit stupid. And then based on whatever this one gives us, we'll be able to make a more educated guess on the second one. Oh, it is. Would you say I have a plethora of pinatas? It's one of my one of the greatest things that ever happened to me actually is Steve Martin once tweeted back at me. Because Steve Martin's absolutely one of my favourite comedic actors. Just love him. His earlier stuff, not his later stuff. I mean the weird stuff I'm talking about, not the later family orientated stuff. Although Roxanne's pretty damn good. Right, okay, let's have a quick look at this one. 6 again, so we'll go with the same formula. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, I hadn't reloaded. 5, 6. And of course I had Cherry Chasing as well. I love some of his films, but the stories you hear about him as a person make it always kind of put you off. So let's see if that's give us a better idea. Yeah. So I don't think we're going to land. It's saying Bacterium teller and Bacterium cerebrus. And what turn are we on? 12. No, I'd rather not. I'd honestly rather not. I'm going to go check the other one though, A7, to see if that gives me any more of an idea. A7. We'll go check this one out and see what this one says. Even though it's not mapped or anything, I just don't want to at the moment. I'd rather find one place with something. The one with the sentient motorway sign was LA Story. And that's why I like Steve Martin. I always love the one where he fancies somebody else and he's saying to his dead wife, like, if you don't want me to date her, just send me a sign, and the whole house starts shaking. And you can hear his dead ex going, whoa! And he's like, anything. And when she finishes, he's like, anything, just a small sign. Oh, he's great. I even quite liked him in Bowfinger, even though that is like a more family-orientated film. I thought his character was pretty good, but he was very... He also actually did a... If you like the... If you like the Three Amigos, you might want to watch the Evening with Steve Martin and Martin Shaw, one of the other actors from Three Amigos. It's like a Q&A in a theatre, but it's them telling stories about each other. And it's just my favourite line ever. When Martin Short says, spending time with Steve Martin's is pretty much like the movie Deliverance. It's all fun and games till the banjo comes out. And I don't know why, but that just tickled the life out of me, and I've never, ever, ever forgotten that joke. Yeah, planes, trains and automobiles. I've actually got the sign for the hotel in my house on display. The Braidwood Inn, which is a place where he puts his Stratum. We've hit the Motherlode, people. We're going down. I'm so glad I checked this planet. We've got Stratum Tectonicus, people. This is 100 million from one planet. Oh my god, this is such a nice thing for the RNG to give me. I wasn't sure if I'd hit one on the way back. And I thought if I hit one and somebody else has got it, then I might still go down and get it just because it's 20 million, but I've got a nice spot here by the looks of it. Now, Stratum does have its favourite type of ground, and sometimes it likes to be on what I call slightly rocky. So I'm going to head down here to this part. Stratum can be on complete flat as well, and this might be slightly too rocky actually, so I'll head a bit more further towards that darker one, because there is a crater over here as well, so, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be directly here. Have you got an SSD drive or a regular drive on those? Stratum Tectonicus. I don't know, maybe Marshall can explain it better. I've never thought of it as bacteria. I thought it was like some type of alien bacteria. Oh god, this ground's horrible low. I don't think this is going to be good for us. There's no way I can see Stratum Tectonicus growing on this. And that's the truth. I might get some... Well... Do you know what? You never know, but this is a 4G planet, Michael, so you may not Now I'm pretty sure if it was here with yep, there is. There we go. There's some on the rock there, so we're all right. We've already plodded into some. But if this is going to be on, oh, there we go. Someone's just dropped in. Okay, I'll take this. I was going to say if it's going to be trying to collect just on rock, we're not going to have the best of times, but we'll be all right. We'll get there. Unfortunately, with Stratum, I think it's 800 meters. I think. Alright, so it should install quite quickly on an SSD. Okay, so there you go, there's the first footfall, confirming that we are... So I'm going to go up here, and I'm going to get the one on the top of the hill, because we're going to be moving to the right, and I'll... So this is what it looks like, and there's different types of it. Stratum, you see how it goes into the ground there? Because there's more of this here. So here does look like the end of the whatever it is. Do you get what I mean? Like you can see it stops on a rock there. But here, it kind of goes into the rock, and I have a feeling that on some planets that's where it is. So this one, I think this is Tectonicus. Yeah, so it's just Tectonicus line. Oh, so it is a mold. I didn't know that because I thought like it has fingerprints and stuff in some of them. So yeah, a low-lying photosynthetic organism that bond tightly to the surface of rocks. I actually see this stuff on rocks when I'm out walking. Not this stuff. Okay, but interesting enough. Right. So I've gone from having no faith now to thinking, no, this might not be so bad. Keep the faith, because look, it's popping in everywhere.
Leaving clonal colony range of Stratum Tectonicus.
Now, because this one's going to earn me a nice little pay packet, I'm going to... Oh, I like that little bit on the floor there. I am going to... Anybody having any problems at all with the stream, by the way? It's just because I've got a message on my Streamlabs, and I wanted to make sure. Oh, yeah, it's everywhere. Look at it. Fields of it.
Leaving clonal colony range of Stratum Tectonicus.
I don't think I've ever seen a field like that though. I'm not joking with it everywhere like that. I don't think I've seen it before. Okay, thanks, Marshall. It sometimes it misreports. It's just with a few overlays. You can see I've got like the whiskey glass back up there and everything. And with these overlays, sometimes you just get a little bit of you get like a little bit of delay, or sometimes it'll give you a slight FPS break. So I'm not sure if it was just that it's registering. Because I've got that, I've got the chat, and now I've got my video camera over the top as well. So I'm just wondering if that might be why it's thinking there's something wrong. Okay, right, so we have got all the money from that, thank God. That's Tectonicus worth 19 million, so it's just shy of 100 million with first footfall. So you can understand why I was desperate to do it. Right, let's just get our carrier to jump, because I did set a time limit. And So we shall set her to jump to here, I think, if we can. We can't do this correctly, we'll do it incorrectly. No, I just want to go into that. I'm going to turn the camera and go forward. Where the hell is this? I knew it wasn't going to give me that one, it just didn't want to, did it? So we'll go to this one, it's alright. Yes? No? Other? Okay. So this got this 20-minute jump to the jump, so I didn't see exactly where I was sending it to there, but we'll jump to the next one and we'll see as we get closer. Yep.
Landing gear retracted. Frameshift drive charging.
I love coming off a planet and being able to jump straight away. It's really good. Alright, thanks Kathina.
EDSM reports high metal content world 1 has a value of 550,000 credits. EDSM reports high metal content world 2 has a value of 520,000 credits.
Like I said, the reason I
EDSM
just
reports water world
say
3
that
has a
is
value
because
of
if it's saying all of this, it
890,000
means
credits.
this system has been
EDSM
already
reports
fully
high metal
discovered.
content world 4 has a value of
But it all depends if they've
530,000
been mapped.
credits.
Some of them haven't, so I
EDSM
shouldn't get
reports
as
water
upset
world
as I
5 has a
do.
value of 310,000 credits.
Oh, there's some water worlds here now. Might not actually have any biology in here. Or it could all just be like planets. Not water worlds, gas giants, sorry. Oops. Alright, so that is a water world. It has been first mapped and everything, so unfortunately we're not gonna be that lucky. But you never know, we'll keep going. You never know whether we'll get first footfall or something. If there's anything of interest. Okay. It might not be very good biological because it hasn't said anything, which is quite strange. Oh look, I've not gone far enough and it's a water world, but it obviously won't let me look at it. Let's just see if this one. Okay, so it's just the water world I'm missing, which at the moment I don't think we need to worry about. It's that one we need to look at, and it's nothing, so we'll move on.
Frameshift drive charging.
So what time are we on? We've got 5:28. So let's cross our fingers that in the next couple of systems we're going to get that grouping, because it's been nothing so far. Strange going back to the bubble. Crap, I forgot I had that on. I don't want to get too far ahead of the fleet carrier, but I think it sometimes gives you an idea of where the fleet carrier is going to be. But I think actually the fleet carrier is going to just go on. I'm just going to head back to Aquilano, I think, once I've gone through a couple more of these systems. I'll give myself another half hour or so, and then we'll make our way back. Did it say anything about the water world? I don't know if it did yet. Might have looked into my own water world system here. Gotta think about how very little I've come across Earth worlds, and it's like, God almighty, yeah, that was a nightmare in the old game trying to put your name on everything. Yeah, so this water world's gonna be ours by the looks of it.
First discoverer of planet A6. First discoverer of planet A6A. First discoverer of planet A7. First discoverer of planet A4.
Oh, there's a lot here around the base, isn't it? There's obviously some asteroid here as well or something, because
First discoverer of planet B4.
doesn't feel right.
First
So
discoverer
that's
of planet B6.
undiscovered and unmapped. So unfortunately, well, I say unfortunately, it shouldn't be unfortunate in this situation. We are going to go over and grab it. I can't remember what its distance was. 12,000.
First discoverer of planet B3.
But I've got to put my name on that.
First discoverer of planet B2. First discoverer of planet B2A.
Now, if I was out in the black, this would be a day job. This, because I'd have to be scanning everything in here.
First discoverer of planet B5A. First discoverer of planet B5.
Right, so,
First discoverer of planet B1.
right, okay, let's have a quick look at this on my thing. So we've got the... okay, so we've got a couple of expensive ones here. So we've got that one, we've got that one, and we've got that one. So we'll go A7 first. And we've just got 1,000 light seconds to this one. I'll have a look at the chat in a second, people. Right, okay. Let's have a look. Well, actually, yeah, I was just thinking about that. I would map a lot of stuff. No, the carrier wouldn't win a race by a country mile, Marsha. If I fire up the carrier to do a 500 light year jump, I think that's its maximum, isn't it? 500 light years. If I set it to do its 500 light year run, it can take 45 minutes to spool up. I think I could jump 500 light years in my DBX in that time. I don't mean, I wouldn't count the spool down, but even though it does have to spool down, you should count it. No, I think they did kind of say that. That's why I was really surprised when they scrapped everything. Six, and then we'll see. Oh right, if you were mapping each system, yeah, you wouldn't be able to. Well, that's the idea. Is to now you probably see I quite often when there's about half an hour to go, I jump the fleet carrier ahead of me, in order to. Oh, I got it with on 6. Okay, that's cool. Obviously, there's no biologicals here. This is just me grabbing these ones. So we want B5. Holy cow! Oh yeah, I see it now. B2, 3, 4, B5. Not B5A or anything, is it? It's just B5, B5, B5. Yeah. Actually, B5 and B6. So these might actually be twinned or something. Or next to each other. I can't remember actually from the scan. The reason I'm scanning them is because I think these are terraformable. So obviously it's next to nothing in the grand scale of things, but yeah, it is actually. Or synthesize them. Oh my god, that would be pretty hard churning. And then I think by the time I've done this, we'll see where the fleet carrier is at the moment. The only thing is, this slows you down, and I don't like that. So it's jumping in 5 minutes. So yeah, after we've scanned all of these, we'll be right up there. Hey Malcolm, how's it going? Has Kathina fallen off a chair? It just looks like a head and one hand going up. Oh, they were going to make you synthesize. Oh, thank God they didn't. Yeah. So I was right. I was even thinking that they might have considered doing that, gameplay. I think that's just a step too far for me. If there was like a ton more stuff in the game where it feels lived in, what the heck is that? I've never noticed that before. Oh, it's the back end. Okay, I've just never noticed it. If the game was a bit more lived in, I wouldn't be as against synthesizing. probes. What have you been doing, Malcolm? You're not cack-handed, are you? I mean, if it gives you 10,000 probes, then why even bother doing the synthesizer? That's probably why they took it out. They probably just thought, people will get angry and lose count. I can't believe we're like 3 hours in and I haven't had a pit stop yet, but I will at some point. Right, we're nearly there. It's counting down now. We are slowing down again, so that's always a good sign. It means you're not too far from your point. It's the only bit I don't like in general is this is what I mean, is like this type of space travel here is kind of pointless in a game. I understand they want reality and everything, but it's just this type of travel seems really pointless in a game. Unless it's a true simulator, then it makes a bit of a difference. But you know, if you're playing a true simulator and you know something's going to take that period of time, then you have something else going in the background, like. Well, at least we know the other one will be next door. I think it might be next to it, you know. Is there a B5A or a B5B? Oh, there's a B5A. No, so it isn't. B6 is going to be about, I don't know, it's going to be close to it, I know that much. So, B6. B6, 700. B6, 600. Yeah, it's going to be quite close. I am mapping these ones because I'm going to get a pretty big bonus. And oh, there's the carrier. Carrier's arrived, so we can have a look where the carrier is. But I don't think we even need to go back to the carrier. We're just gonna after this water world, the one after this one, we'll just hot foot it to Aquilano or whatever. I'll reset the ship. The ship should be able to get there from here. I think we're close enough to the bubble. What they should have for the fleet carrier 100% is a plotter and have it do multiple routes. At first they thought, well, it wouldn't be able to do it because of the tritium situation, but it would, because it would be able to count it and do the maths and say, hey, you haven't got enough tritium to get as far as that point. It's a shame they couldn't put it in and that you have to manually plot everything. I do use span sometimes, but not a lot.
Surface scanned by 50.
So while that's doing its thing, we should try and navigate this thing back to... Oh, so I haven't even caught up with it there. Sorry. What does it mean when it says something's not a valid carrier destination? I don't get it. Is it a distance thing? I didn't really know, to be honest with you. I might have to use Spanish. Let me have a look. I might have to use Spanish here, people. Wait a second. Yeah. Hang on, Malcolm. How do you hit your... If you're doing a shed, how do you hit your thumb with the hammer? It's tap tap, and then bang. Make it sound easier than it is. Right, hang on. Let me just do this while you're all chatting between yourselves. I'll have a look at Spanish. There we go. Sponge. And route planner for the fleet carrier, please. And the sort of system is... Hello, I see. 4665 sector SX-U space C2 dash 12. There we go. Okay, and we want to go to Aquilano. Aquilano. Excuse a second, people. How many? Okay, so we'll go that one then. Oops. Call 359 sector CP-D B14-1 B14-1. There we go. Okay, and then no, it's got to do 2 more jumps after that. Wow, it's not like that, does it? Right, but we just have to do P6, which is the water world, and then we're gonna hot foot it back to the bubble. Right, I'll go back to the chat, see what everybody's yapping about. Are you talking about when you bring the tritium over from storage to fill up your thing? Because that is absolutely mental. Like, you can't do it. Why not just put a higher tritium deposit? It is a very surprising one. That surprising in the fact that it makes 0 sense. Yeah, and they should be able to do. Oh, that's good. 2 billion credits. Oh, my stream is... Are we having problems? Let's have a look. Oh, bollocks, I've gone past it. So. Just give me a second. Can't see now. That one. Where the hell is it? Oh, there we go. No. There we go. Right. Right, is that working?